Hi guys. Is anyone here? We're having a few technical hitches tonight. Can you see me? Can someone make a comment? Can someone make a comment, because I can't see anyone. I can't see any comments. If someone can just say a comment and that you can see me okay, that would be good. Phone's balanced a little precariously. Oh, we'll get there. God, this is so professional, isn't it? Right, can someone please comment, anybody, and just say you can see me? Thank you, Carl. Hello, the two people that are watching so far. 3, hi, Carol Ann. Hi, everybody. I hope you're all well. A really hot, sultry evening here in the UK. Hello, Michael. Carol Ann, hi, honey, all the way from Illinois. Hi, sweetheart. And of course, Carl. So how's everybody doing? Manchester's in the grip of a very hot, sultry evening this evening. I mean, this makeup is just melting, but it's not how I look. It's about how the poems sound. No sound. Right. Michael, can you hear me? Caroline, can you hear me? Carl can't. Oh God, this is ridiculous. It's 6 minutes past 6 and I can't even get... Geoff, hi. Can somebody please tell me if you can hear the sound? Right, good. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad, Caroline. I know it's just beautiful here. It really is. Now, I think you're classed as, Illinois classed as, what is it, Midwest? What kind of? So you'll be getting it really, really muggy and very close right now. I've been to Illinois, the state, probably 6 or 7 times in total. Hi, Geoff. How are you doing? Well, we've not got very many watching, but hopefully more will join later. And we've got a really good night planned for you tonight in respect of rights. Even one of my own. I very rarely write. So, try and enjoy it while you can, because it may be a while before I write again. So, the first one that I'm going to read is actually classic. It was written in 1932 by Mary Elizabeth Fry. She was born in 1905 and died in 2004, so a damn good age. The identity of the poem was unknown until the late 90s, when Fry revealed that she had written it. Her claim was confirmed in 1998 after research by Abigail Van Buren. And you may not know the name, some of you, but you will know the poem. This is for a very good friend of mine, John Kavanagh. John runs the Dear John show, which I'm sure you're all more than well aware of. Sunday nights, I think it's around about 7ish, and worth a look. John reads poetry. Hi, William. So John unfortunately lost his partner Sandra a few days ago, after 3.5 years of battling COPD. Hi, James. So this one by Mary Elizabeth Fry is for John Kavanagh, a good mate, and in memoriam of his partner, Sandra. Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning's hush, I am the swift, uplifting rush of quiet birds in circled flight. I am the soft stars that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die. Mary Elizabeth Fry, written in 1932. And it's a eulogy, I think, that must have been, been read at so many funerals and etc. So, John, I know you probably can't tune in, but that was for John Kavanagh and his partner Sandra, who sadly passed a few days ago. Yeah, sad, isn't it? Really sad. And I can see Adam Wilson. Cocky AF, eh? We'll soon see. Oh, God. So what did you all think of that one then? I think it's a absolutely gorgeous poem, absolutely lovely. It really is. It's quite uplifting, even though it's sad. And I think that's important. So many people, think, oh, God, they've passed, a relative or a friend has passed away, and they commiserate rather than celebrate the life. And I think that celebrates it. Tonight we've got a really great mix, actually. We've got dark, oh God, we've got really erotic, we've got cheeky, and we've got one by Mr. Wilson, which will be the final one that's read. Hello, Justine May Fox. Thank you for joining us. I'd love to read some more of yours, lady. Please get them over. The next one is by Justine Nicole. Fabulous writer. And this one is called Ambience or Ambiance, whichever way you want to say it. And it's a lovely write. It really is. Very melancholic. So, Ambience by Justine Nicole. Silly little wires full of a twinkle, the flickers like a far-off star, glimmers and dances, whispering to me of magical places, so near, yet so far. The dancing of the candlelight embracing me, warming me, hinting tonight we are all right. Tonight we dance, tonight we live and we love in this light. As if in a gentle calming trance, tonight we live. We dream of only smiles, of the perfect world holding us for miles. Tonight again I live in the love of your eyes, and as complicated as this world seems, in the flickering of candlelight I find myself in a place only I felt in my dreams. It's almost fairy tale-ish, isn't it? It's like a fairy tale. It's what I'd say is a pretty little write, which doesn't really make sense, I suppose, but lovely. So far we've had a classic and we've had Justine Nicole, and we've got plenty of others, including each time that VocalPoint is done now, I will be featuring a Poet of the Week or Poet of the Fortnight. Tonight will be our first one, and what that will mean is, we'll get a little bit of background to her, a bit of an insight into her as a person or him as a person, and two of the rights, very different rights. We're also going to start bringing on people to read their own poetry, which I think is something different. So, they can take 10-15 minutes and we can just have a chat, etc. Matty, hi. Ron Conway, hello. Oh, Ron, you missed the classic. Do not stand at my grave and weep. Yeah, Justina May Fox. Yeah, similar name to Justine Nicole. Justina May Fox, fabulous poet as well. I'm happy to read anybody's poetry. Just I didn't get much for a little while, and then I've had a sudden influx of people asking me to read poetry today. But I'm booked up literally tonight and half booked up for 2 weeks in advance. So if you do want me to read for you, by all means, get your rights to VocalPoint Spoken @gmail.com, all lowercase. It's not guaranteed to be read on the next immediate show. It's first come, first served. There's no, I'm as fair as I can be. But yeah, get them across to me, folks. And how's our Mad Who doing? Mad Who's joined our team, and we have quite a presence now. In India, we have 5 moderators from India, and they absolutely rock the show. Maria Joanna Mastri, hello, I hope you're well, lady. James, are you around? James K. Blaylock. I don't think he actually knows I'm reading this one for him, but I was quite taken with it. And he has given me permission to read his material, so I hope this is all right, James. James K. Blaylock, 4th book out very soon. Already has 3 books in print, and I think he's got 2 or 3 audio, spoken word as well. So check him out. And I keep saying this, he's an amazing writer. He says so much in so few words. The one I'm reading tonight actually is probably the longest that I've seen of his, and as ever, it's a brilliant write. So here goes, James K. Blaylock, A Phoenix Too Bright. As you left the light turned on out in the hallway, I knew somehow that you'd not be returning. No, not ever. And I sunk a little inside. In fact, I drowned that day in despair. But I realised it was useless to remain there, so I grasped. I held tightly to something that was available, somehow rising upward, skyward, just towards anything other than the depths of the dark death you so easily introduced me to. You seem fine with it also, but I figure you completely counted me out. You thought you'd won by yet another simple knockout. Sorry, I was instead a phoenix too bright. I hope that you enjoyed that reading, James. I'm very humbled that you guys, this is your pen's bleeding, and you are sort of saying to me, yeah, Amanda, of course you can read it. And you let me take my own take on it, which might be nothing like what you would have thought of. So it's important to me that whatever I read, you're happy with. So let me know. I'm open to feedback. You are welcome. You're welcome, Maria. I don't know. I've always had a flair for languages, but thank you, Ron. Okay, so has everybody submitted their rights, please, to the Dark Poetry Society e-zine? It's a monthly magazine just for you guys, no one else, just for Dark Poetry Society poets. You have to be a member to actually submit rights. So this month's theme, and it's the 4th edition. If you want to check out 1st, 2nd, 3rd, go to the top of the group, look under files, and you'll be able to download it. And they are jam-packed with talent. We have a different theme each month, and that doesn't mean you have to write to that theme at all. This month, for example, is Tarot and Ouija. Now, if that does not float your boat, then it's not a problem. Send us something else. And you can also send a write to Raven Cage, which is like our big brother. Big thanks to Jerry Langdon. Massive thanks. It would not be possible without Jerry. So please, we're not going to keep doing this magazine if people or poets are not submitting to it. It takes 5 minutes, if that. Thank you, James, who says, I loved your reading of A Phoenix Too Bright. That one was about my divorce. Yeah, I did gather it was, James, and I think, you know, like I said before, you're a very, very strong writer. You get your point across, sometimes in 4-6 lines. And I really did enjoy that. I do enjoy reading your rights. I enjoy reading everybody's rights. Ali, hello you. Well, you've missed a few, but that's all right. How are you doing, Ali? And funnily enough, you're just in time, because the next one's by Ali O'Neill. I'm on a cheeky cider. Okay. Ali O'Neill's getting cheeky. Very cheeky. Wait till you hear this one. Ali O'Neill, I do have to say, trigger language. You know, fortunately, it doesn't seem to affect anyone at all that listens in and, you know, to VocalPoint. But I am not going to go bleep or take words out of any poet's work. That's not what I'm here for, and that is not my decision to make. So trigger warning, naughty word. And this is called A Right Good Cherishing by Ali O'Neill. He said, look at me like that again and you're in trouble. She giggled coyly and flushed a rosy shade of pink. He said, oh no, I warned you. Now I am going to have to cherish you. He cherished her so deeply. She smiled for a week. And for all that think, cherish is a metaphor for fuck. You are somewhat out of luck, but you see, her luck was in. So in return, she cherished him. I thought that was such a sweet rhyme. I really did. Really, really sweet rhyme. Cheeky. And gets the point across, Ali, in a really lovely way. Ali, I think, is a great poet because she's very extremely versatile. She writes all sorts of different genres. Very, very, and a lovely lady. Check out the show on Instagram, similar to this, but on Instagram, Friday night, 6 p.m. Is that right, Ali? I am all for, as you've gathered, Dark Poetry Society is about our audience. Everything we do is about you guys, and anything that we can do to promote you guys and the art that is poetry, which a lot of people do not recognise, then we'll do it. There's a lot of groups at the moment, a lot bigger, you know, and they follow what we do. It's fairly obvious. Another group is now going to be doing this. No comment. So, this is a bit cheeky, but I thought I'd put one of my rights in. As you all know, and I will back this full hill, I am not a poet. Not a poet. Because I don't write often enough. But sometimes I get like an urge, like, you know, it's like a thirst. You're so thirsty, and you know that feeling when you slake your thirst of such satisfaction. I have to write. That is only how I can describe it. I much prefer to do this. Oh, Ali, yeah. Poems worth their salt. Ali always puts the theme in as well about what she's going to do. Always has a really good theme, so you get that in advance. And I don't think it's set in stone, but you know, check it out, because we all need to support each other. We really do. Right, are you ready for me? Ken, hello Ken, good to see you. So the next one is by me. And you probably won't get another one for another 3 months. This was inspired by a programme that I actually watched on Netflix, to be honest. That and what we are currently doing to our planet, which is so damn sad. It really makes me want to cry. So here we go. No Man's Land by me. Orbs of meteoric light, bright prisms of promise, light up a beautiful night, making electrolyte shadows of forest. Will man continue to show disinterest, brag proudly of his family crest, as nature begins to show her unrest, and all there is left is anthracite white, and the children of man, the next generations, in blight. No man's land either way. Let's hope we live another day. But do we get the picture? Or live with the sutures we caused anyway, in disturbing the natural world's infrastructure? So that is one of mine, and it's about what we're roughly what we're doing to the planet. I only wrote it a couple of weeks ago. I was watching some program on Netflix, like I think it was called Colony. I was watching it and I was like, oh my god, and my mind just started going, pen, paper, and that's what came out. I hope you enjoyed it. Lynette Phoenix, hello, good to see you. Very much like Ali, Lynette, Caroline, Carl. In fact, you can all come on and read a couple of your pieces. Definitely, definitely. And thank you, Michael. He said I should write more. It's awesome. I won't go that far. I think it's an okay write. I tagged all the mods because they're all always saying to me, you know, do you write? Yeah, sometimes. And I didn't tag it for the ego of getting loads of comments. I tagged them all so that they could see that I do write here and there. And I was very surprised by the response I got. Thank you, Caroline. Oh, thank you, Ron. Bloody hell. That is, oh my, that was superb. Great, right? Woo, from the Meister himself. And Ron will be featured shortly. We've got we've got a few more yet. So, Ron, how's your show going? Ron is doing a big expo at the moment. Ron's in Canada. And I think, is it that you write to the art? So there's all sorts of different artists in different forms, and Ron is writing the poetry, or is it the other way around? That's really interesting. I hope it's going well for you, Ron, because you really are an amazing writer. And, you know, I love reading Ron's. I must have read, how many, Ron? 10 plus for you? Thank you, Ken. Soulful, hello. And William, really great. Oh, need to hear more. Need to hear more from me. I wish I could, but I it's time. That's why this is every 2 weeks. It's a shame because I just don't get a chance to write or the urge. Hey, Jerry. So the next one, Matty Blades. I was hoping he would be with us because he sent me this to read, but obviously he can't make it for one reason or another. And he wrote this to one of Carl's prompts. I think it was a picture of a rose. Right, sorry, going back, Ron says it's poetry and poems both ways. So Ron writes to some art. That's really, really interesting. Oh, thank you, Martin. That's really nice of you. Martin Gutierrez. I don't think Martin's joined us before now. Sonali, hi. Really, really pleased with the turnout tonight. Thanks, guys. So this one is Barbed Thorns by Matty Blades. It's quite a dark one. A rose once so beautiful now bleeds a dying dream. Death lay upon petals of hope, whilst barbed thorns gift piercing screams. The cascading claret drools on fettered sheets, a betrayal once sealed in lust, now isn't so easy to appease. Oh, the scent it lingers. I could cut my own throat in the night, becoming one and the same, after getting lost in each other's arms. When did those petals die and leave such a weeping flower, oozing with passionate infidelity? It was so easy to take your breath. What does everybody think about that one? I wanted to speak to Matty about it and get a bit more inside information on what it was about. I mean, obviously it sounds like it's some sort of infidelity, that's obvious, but I've known Matty for, oh God, 3 years maybe longer, not exactly sure. And he's one of our longest standing moderators in the group, and moderators are hard to find, they're hard to come by, really good ones, and they never stay. You know, life comes up, life comes first. So you know, he's a great guy, Matty, and he started off as a good writer, and that is just amazing. He's come on leaps and bounds, he really has. Yeah, I agree, Justina, great write. Ooh, is Geoff still with us? Mr. Stockton? Come on, you're my #1 stalker. I shouldn't have said that, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that, Geoff. Geoff loves this show and sends me writes in quite often, and I try and feature as many different people as I can, but like I say, I didn't get many writes for a short time, and then they all came boom flying in. Next one's by you, Geoff. I bet you're not even sure which one I'm reading, are you? Very versatile is our Geoff. Writes all sorts of different genres, all sorts, with a lot of thought as well. I think his thought process is brilliant in a lot of these writes. And the next one is called Love is Touching Souls. Yeah, Michael, I'm beginning to wonder. So Geoff Stockton, Love is Touching Souls. The world never stops turning, or does it? A chance encounter, a meeting of souls, thwarts the spin and the axis is shaken. Confidences shared, dreams are had, goals, plans, ideas are hatched. A spirit of positivity is born. News is personal, special, irrelevant to others. It can't wait to be shared. Tears, laughter, fun, excitement make for a toxic mixture of humility. Love. No need for posturing. Limitations are as potent as strengths. Knowledge as something. Knowledge about each other is a tidal wave of awareness. dangerously strong and sweeping all before it. Love is never far from thoughts, plans, aspirations. Honesty, however, becomes entangled in currents of distraction and frustration. Two worlds, two souls, yearning to touch, share the same horizons, completeness. No room for doubt. Questions and motives are strong, efforts indefatigable. As their meetings get closer, the possibilities, the potential confounds and compounds. Now, I'm not sure if I really read that right, but it really interesting, this, Geoff. Where did the inspiration come from for this? And the title was Love is Touching Souls. Yeah, I agree, Ali. Ali's saying emotive, beautiful flow to this. Heidi Peterson, hello. So it's, I don't know, Geoff, tell us a bit about it. I'm going to just mention to everybody that I'm going to keep talking about it. We are doing the easing for you guys. So you need to take an interest in it. It's for you. It's for you. So will you please start sending your rights in? Tarots and Ouija, not absolutely set in stone. Please send your rights. I was just waiting for Geoff, but I know it is. It's a lot of people hate the word profound, but I think it is. It's very deep. Okay, well, the next one is by a poet who's already published 2 books. Slightly After Dark and Hidden Agenda. Any guesses? Is Mr. Conway, Ron Conway, who is so talented. You know, nothing phases him. He tries every form of poetry. You know, if you set him a challenge, yeah, it is Ron Lynette. He's a bit like Carl, actually. You set Carl a challenge within 15 minutes, you've got to write. And I you know, that's amazing. Geoff, apologies. Yeah, Geoff, sorry, going back to Geoff's right. Inspired by Joni Mitchell composition. Yeah, I do apologise. I did see that. And I did wonder if I should quote that. But anyway, amazing, right? So we've got Ron Conway, Monkey See. We celebrate the pass of time in ageing's clever guise. The measurement, how hard the climb, and ventures deemed unwise. Our memories in false recall recount a mythic past. In repetition come banal, and characters recast. Experience has taught us to avoid the stock cliché. But after all, the monkey do. There's nothing much to say. Brilliant. Brilliant. You may have seen a recording that I did for on that. It was a great read, and I sort of tried to do it with a bit of irony and a bit sort of tongue-in-cheek, you know, monkey see, monkey do, obviously. Brilliant, Ron. Really, really good. And of course, Ron is putting out a write practically every day at the moment, so I'm like, yeah, I want to read that, I want to read that, I want to read that. But unfortunately, time is of the essence. Yeah, it's an amazing poem, Ali. Yeah, I do, Ken. I think it's great. Thank you, Ron. Yeah, he does. You're right. Jerry says Ron is brilliant and always throwing excellent form poetry. He is. And I'm not going to mention too much, but I'm hoping that Ron and one of the other guys who were in our admin team are going to come up with a poetry form challenge once a week. But they're both extremely busy at the minute, so it's not written in stone yet, but I'm doing my best. I'm sort of pushing gently. Ron, love you. Okay. All right, take care, Ken. Yeah, he is like the daddy of DPS. He is, Ron, and he's such a cool guy as well. He really is. Well, we've got the featured poet next, so I will be reading a very dark one, and then opposite end of the scale, an extremely erotic one. So I said to it's Yvonne White. You may well have seen her in group. She's got 2 pages, quotes from the dark, and she also has Cleopatra, A Modern View. You need to check them out, because total different ends of the scale, obviously. Either deliciously dark or eloquently erotic. So I said to her, you know, tell me a little bit about your thought process. Why those 2 genres? What floats your boat? So, quote, unquote, these are Yvonne White's words, not mine. I'm quoting her. Inspiration comes from a myriad of things. To any one soul, mine... Shall we try again? Inspiration comes from a myriad of things to any one soul. Mine tends to often come from extremes, extreme dark or extreme erotica. I live in extremes at times, at least emotionally, and that comes out in whatever I write. I tend to feel everything to an extent. Many don't understand or comprehend, and that, at times, can be a true curse. So, to let out the beast behind the curtain of my soul, I write. I write the darkest symphonies or the deepest aphrodisiacs until the very core part of me is satisfied enough and lulled back to its cage with morsels of poetic accoutrements. Is that right? Accoutrements? Crumbs filling its belly until the next growls capturing its throat, and I am thrust up against the bars of this cage once again. Whether the waking is from a single line or lyric I hear, or an image perhaps I come across. Maybe it's the last sad melodic thrum of the last song I heard, or a painting of excruciating beauty that tears in my soul and rips out the growls all over my skin in tiny, perfect goosebumps. Always, always, it's in the extremes I find myself. And that's quite deep and dramatic, I think. I think it's, you know, that's Yvonne's words. This is how she feels when she writes. And I think that, you know, these 2 rights are fantastic. The first one is called Death Valley, Yvonne White. I walk through the shadows. The valley of death knows my name. I take solace in the depths of my darkness, because at least that has always stayed the same. I walk through the desert, the dry, the barren. I fear no evil, as I am just as them. My soul is thirsty for the blood of enemies, but it doesn't matter. I am just as damned. Surely mercy and goodness has left me. Traces of light glimmer like shards on my skin. I can't walk the path of righteousness anymore, because I know that's a place I've never been. No saviour to rescue me from the hell I live. A testament to the demons screaming in my soul. So, I'll just keep walking through the shadows. It's far too late for me to ever be made whole. Drink of the still waters. Find your peace as you can, dear heart. For if you walk as I do, along this valley low, you will always be alone, always breaking, always falling apart. She is an awesome poet, absolutely. Not published that I'm aware of either. She should be. You know, like I say, there's so many of you guys, and I thank you so much. I wouldn't do this, but so many of you said, look, you know, you can read what you want of mine. I've got no problems. You know, as long as I'm credited, then that's absolutely fine. But I wouldn't do that. I would always ask first. It's your work, not mine. Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it? Donna, hi, honey. Donna's featuring in our spoken spotlight in a week or so. And I've also got one of hers to read at probably on the next show. Well, the next one, because Yvonne is the featured poet, as I say, we're going to have one every fortnight. I'm just trying to mix it up a bit rather than, you know, than it all be the same. So each time we'll have a classic, whether it be Shakespeare, Frost, and we'll have a featured poet. The next one, oh God, I'm just getting in the right. Oh, here we go, Michael. Michael Delackey, he'll love this. Oh, sorry, Delackey. This is one of Yvonne's, extremely erotic. If it is going to be too much for you, you better leave it now. Right, let me just... Okay, this one's called Droplets. Yvonne White. The taste of you against my lips is bliss, sheer silk to my skin, you diving in, until my moans are an ocean of wet, drip, drip, droplets of me running down, down. As you soak me up, give me all you've got. I want it all until you fill me to the brim. I want it all, my body aching to your whim. Steal my breath from the sheets, the heat of you more than I can take. I break, break, break against the hunger for you, as my mouth drinks you in limb from limb. I shiver, you quiver, and we are lost to it all. The fall, I want it all. Everything you can give up, give me. All you've got. Tie me up in knots and drag your name from the very depths of my soul. My body, you own. Oh my God. What did everybody think of that one? That's a bit of a raunchy one, wasn't it? Ron, it's getting hot in here. Oh, Matty, you missed a very sexy one there. Yeah. I'm quite happy to read. Oh, go away, bee. I don't want you near, thank you. I've got my windows open. A massive big bumblebee was about to come in. Yeah, very, very sensual, right? You need to check out, honestly, Yvonne's 2 pages. Cleopatra, A Modern Day View, that's the erotica. And, oh, I forgot. Quotes from the Dark. Yeah, Quotes from the Dark. That's all the dark rights. And Jerry says that she makes him look not very dark. No, Jerry, you're the Meister of Dark. Without doubt. Ali says, that's not just a sizzle, that's a raging fire. It is. Oh, yeah. And Mr. Delucky, right up my street. Yeah, it is. It's beautiful, isn't it? Thank you, Ali. Try and get into it. I think the fact that I like amateur dramatics as well. I'm waiting for my amateur dramatics group to open. I do tend to put a bit of that in it as well. I hope it's all genuine anyway. We've got one more right. And this is I wouldn't say he was a prolific poet. You don't see a write probably twice a week. But when he does write, he writes raw and honest. And this is quite witty actually. It's by Adam Wilson. And excuse, there is language in it, so be warned, trigger warning. And it's called Cocky as Fuck. I tend to stand out, I'm fucking hard to miss. You'll see me strutting around the village like I have a 20-inch penis. Yes, I am fully aware of the intention that I draw, dragging my big old ball sack behind me as I walk. Call me Adam the Bellboy, as my massive balls are tolling, persuasion reverberating in my boxers from the package I am stowing. Emboldened by my bulbous bulge, Cheshire Cat smile across my face, with all the swagger of Keith Jagger, think I fucking own the place. It's all an act though. I'm broken inside, trying to live just one more year, when in fact I've already died. I'm sound as fuck, mate, as my favourite lie, with a fake smile that fades the second that I need not hide. It's all a monotonous show. So I want to look like a confident bloke. But to end this melancholic poem on a good note, I am canny, well endowed in the penis department. And for those of you our American friends, canny is sort of slang for a term that is, I am, oh, I don't know, Adam. Adam's from what we call Geordieland in the UK. You know, we have lots of different dialects here as well, and canny's a slang term that they use there, meaning canny lass. Oh, Adam, help. Thought it was so funny. Oh, I tend to stand out. I'm fucking hard to miss. Yeah, hey Adam, canny lad. Yeah, it's actually quite complimentary. Canny is, you know, canny lass, nice lass. But Adam, I hope that was all right. I tried to read it with a little bit of satire. Oh, it was funny. And those are the reads for tonight. It goes so fast. I love doing this. I can't tell you how much. So, with mega thanks, I might finish on the classic again, actually, because that's an important one. With thanks to Justina Nicole, James K. Blaylock, Ali O'Neill, me, Matty Blades, Geoff Stockton, Ron Conway, Yvonne White, and Adam Wilson. Oh God, I just said to Adam, what does it mean? He said, brilliantly done. It means I'm canny. Oh, okay. So I'm presuming it means he's got a big dick. I don't know. Okay. Again, I was determined that I was going to read this twice because it's, if I had time, which I just about do. This is for John Kavanagh, whose partner Sandra passed a few days ago after a very hard battle of 3.5 years against COPD. A classic by Mary Elizabeth Fry. Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning's hush, I am the swift uplifting rush of quiet birds in circled flight. I am the soft stars that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die. I bloody love that right. I do. Rest in peace, Sandra, and condolences and our thoughts are with you, John, very much so. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight, guys. What I do need is your rights. Send them in, please. Oh, thank you, Pia. Have you been hiding there? You know, if you enjoy the show, then why don't you send your rights? I don't get it. It's a two-way process, you know. If you enjoy the show, send your rights. Oh, Donna, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I didn't mean to upset you. Thanks, everybody. Please get your rights to me. VocalPointSpoken@gmail.com. Lowercase. Get your rights across to me. I'm looking for featured poet for the next show, which will be in 2 weeks' time. Hoping to go back to weekly soon, but we'll see. So if you want to feature as a featured poet, send me 2 rights, very different, opposite ends of the scale, and a little bit behind who you are and what you're about. Oh. Right, I will catch you all soon. And I look forward to receiving your rights. Have a great week wherever you are in the world. And don't forget, get those rights submitted to our e-zine, please. Tarot and Ouija. But doesn't have to be. Can be fairies and unicorns if you want it to be. Catch you later. Thank you so much. I appreciate you tuning in. Vocal point for you, our audience. Take care. Bye.